I bet you're asking yourself, he can't possibly have worse lighting than that Trump video. Well, you would be correct. I have bamboozled you with a little misdirection. Yes, my friends, I have bought lighting so that at least you can see me clearer. That item I just showed you, that's one of 3 items I like, 4 items I bought. The 4th item was a ring light that did not lend itself well to having a OtterBox Defender case on it. It was a little ring light, so it's already in the cabinets. So, yeah. Anyway, that item, which will fall in the number 3 spot for the moment, is what is called the Studio Light Pocket. Why not Studio Pocket Light, you ask? No idea. Lord knows it runs off the tongue much easier than Studio Light Pocket, but apparently I'm too stupid for such things, so I probably just don't get it. Whatever. Anyway, that's the worst I could say about that item. The lighting is actually pretty cool. There is a couple buttons. It's pretty simplistic. It will go from a white light to an amber light. I kind of like that one. Less so when I'm sweaty because the stupid heat outside is complete garbage. Anyway, so I kind of have it in the middle right now. I kind of dig that light. I think it's going to be used more than the other options I'm about to show you. Let's see if we can keep it a little bit more focused towards me. Anyway, so the number 2 item that I have is, and I don't remember the prices on these because I can't find the receipt, which I actually looked for prior to shooting this and failed miserably. It's got to be somewhere. I don't throw these things away very often. Anyway, the number 2 item, which is also from Vivitar, is called the Pistol Grip Tripod. I actually dig this item quite a bit. The downside is I don't like the phone holder, the phone kit or whatever. Sadly, I did not realize, even with this very obvious thing on the package, that it had a phone holder. In fact, when we look at the item itself, we have a, this was what I found. The next morning, the phone holder fell out of the box. I was like, oh, okay, well, there it is. Initially, my reaction to how the hell am I going to connect that to my phone was very real. But you pinch these buttons on both sides, and it will move that up. It does actually lock into place pretty well, so it seems like a sturdy item. It doesn't feel like cheaply made plastic. I get the design is clearly it doesn't look awesome, but it feels pretty solid. The downside is the pads on the bottom. If you look at the pad right here, it is already peeling up. At some point that will disappear on me. This one is also peeling up on the main leg. So yeah, and then ultimately there wasn't many issues with this. I really liked it. I just figured I was gonna have to buy a solid phone case. But that brought me to the favorite item on my list, which is the portable spray light. All these were fairly cheap at Walmart, by the way. So if you're working on a budget trying to start some kind of like video, you want to be a creator or you want to do some YouTube videos or whatever, this is probably my favorite item right now. Maybe that's just because I like the fact that I can mess around with the coloring, unlike this one here, which tends to be pretty specific. But I don't know if it's gonna be as usable unless I'm just trying to do something again like, well, I don't even want to say that this was necessarily relevant to the video with Matas Buzelis. I hope I said that right, Matas. But, and if I didn't, I apologize. But the, like, yeah, again, like he's ever going to see this. That being said, there is downsides to this item, which we will get to now, but most of it is good, to be fair. This is the item right here. This is the phone holder. The phone holder actually has a pretty solid, I mean, much more solid than the other one, which I don't even know. I think that's stored away. I don't have any idea. But this item from On is pretty cool because the phone case, or the phone holder, is pretty, again, above and beyond sturdy. It's also something that I can kind of keep attached to my phone and not really think too much about it. And it snaps in there pretty good. So you gotta like that. Now, if the phone is gonna go so slightly past that, the downside is the stability of this when it's sitting merely on this little tiny base. I would have rather this base extended out so that it was beyond where the phone extends, so that it could offer some stability from tilting. If you have a bigger phone or a weighty phone in any way, shape, or form, this is going to tip. If anybody bumps the table, if you have kids and you're trying to film, or a friend isn't paying attention and he bumps the table, it's going down. It's inevitable. That's what he said. But yeah, so, if it had a longer one, or if it had a piece that flipped out and extended out to offer more stability, that would be really nice, because this feels very much like a design flaw. Buttons could have been put on the sides or the back. They didn't need to be put right there. I do like them there because you can kind of whatever, but adjust everything. And sorry, somebody is driving out. I think that is one of our other drivers. So that being said, going back to the number 2 spot and our dilemma with the end here, I eventually let fate take hold and found out I can put these 2 competing companies' products together and rotate them on there, and you now have a much more stable version where these legs do extend past the phone on this side, even when they're like this. And if you rotate it a little more and you go the other direction, you definitely have a noticeable piece of leverage here to keep it from tipping forward. So I have found that I pretty much like these top 2 ones the best, just because of how well they work together, despite being On and Vivitar. So anyway, if you're looking for some cheaper products and your budget is able to sustain these 2, I actually like them. I like them. Yeah, obviously these arms feel a little cheap. The lighting, they might not be the greatest. And I don't like that you got the one side goes one way and you got the other side goes the other way, and it kind of bothers me from an OCD level. So wouldn't be the first time though, right? So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. So hopefully this helps you guys out. This is a hardware video I figured I would create as a follow-up to the software one I did. And I hope it helps somebody out there that's looking for that type of help. I know when I'm looking for videos online, I have a hard time finding people that will touch on very specific items. They kind of, well, I don't want to say ramble because I definitely do that. So, but they might not either touch on enough or gloss over something they don't see as very important. And I feel like this is pretty important, especially if you're like me, where you're a night owl. You like to get stuff done more in the evening and nighttime, and especially right now, because like if you can see the glistening sweat on my face, underneath my eyes. It is hot, even though it is 2 in the morning right now. It's hot in this truck. I have idled it and ran the AC for a little while, and yeah, it only takes a handful of minutes before you start sweating again, as soon as you've cooled off your entire body with the AC and shut the truck off so people can hear what you have to say. Or what I have to say, I guess I should say, because most of you don't know you don't know what it's like to drive a truck, and I pray that most of you never find out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps, and yeah, have a wonderful night, or morning at this point, because most of you aren't going to see it in the middle of the night. So take care. Bye.